Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, The Ivy's Grove, and I am Kelly, and I am doing a VR from originally done by Kristen of the from her channel, the Amidst the Gray, and she did a due to the fact that we're in tourist season. It's the planet of Venus, and the title is For the Love of Borders. So these are decks that where you pick some decks that you love the borders. There's a big thing of the last 5-ish years, 6 years, and it really took, um, a blowing up the last couple of years of borderless decks, and which I think are great. I think they're great. I have some that are borderless. I think there's some that do need to be borderless, depending on the art. But I think there's some decks here that I have that the borders are, I think they're really great and I like them and I enjoy them. So let's get started. I have 3 tarot decks and two, three, I think six, I believe 6 oracle. So 3 tarot and 6 oracle, I believe. So, alrighty. So let's get on. I'm going to start with tarot. And the first one I am going to start with is my favorite, and that is the Celtic Dragon Tarot by artwork by Lisa Hutt, written by DJ Conway. And what I like about the borders, is that they're not pure white. They're kind of like the silvery white, and there's a slight fading out from the painting, but it still works really well with the art. Sorry, this camera kind of darkens a little bit. And I picked some of my favorite, also some of my some colors that'll help with different colors. I got 2 more. This one. Okay, and that is Celtic Dragon Tarot from DJ Conway, artwork by Lisa Hutt. And I just like it because, yes, it's a frame, but like I said, if you can see it, it kind of fades just enough into the frame, which at the time this came out in 99 or 2000, so this was like a big thing where everything was just completely borders. So that this was really nice touched at the time, and it still holds really well. Another one is also done. Artwork is done by Lisa Hutt and written by DJ Conway, but it's also was also written with there's 2 authors, DJ Conway and Ciora Knight, I believe. I don't have the box and I can't find the book right now. So what I like about this is borders, but it's blue. And I like the fact that the blue is the same color as the back. And you can tell too, there's also like a very thin of white right here too. But it still goes really well with the artwork. This is another one. I think this one came out in 2000 and I want to say 2004, 2005. I remember picking it up in 2008. So after my oldest was born, I finally picked it up. I've had it ever since. So over 10 years. So look about, yeah, 16 years I've had this deck. Like I said, any type of color, it works really well with the blue. This one I picked a lot of cards for this. So I tried to make it quick. I wanted to give out, I want to show you like different colors that matches this blue. That just works really well. This is the Celtic Shaman. Yeah, I didn't say the Celtic Shaman tarot deck. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Celtic Shapeshifting. I apologize. I absolutely apologize. Celtic Shapeshifting tarot deck. Couple more. Like I said, I just want to show a lot of different varieties of colors of this deck with this blue. That's why I kind of picked a lot on this one. This is the only deck I think I went a little crazy on the codes. Last one. This is my favorite death code. Rebirth. So that is the Celtic Shapeshifting tarot deck by Outlook by Lisa Hutt, written by Ciola Knightley, or Ciola Knight. I believe it's Ciola Knight and DJ Conway. Like I said, I don't have the book on me right now. I can't seem to find it right now, so some strange reason. Yeah, it's like when you want to try to find something and you can't find it. It's annoying. Okay, so one more. Oh yes, one more tarot deck. This one, Kristen from Amidst the Gray brought up, and so it's gonna get on my list. So this is the steampunk deck, and what I like about this is it's very earthy, browns, black, with a pop of color from the electricity. Very muted, but it works really well with the black. The Queen of Pentacles is not my favorite, but every now and then I have a favorite art, and this is one of them for the Queen of Pentacles. And like I said, it's just, black goes with really anything, but this works so well. It's very earthy, very grounding, with a touch of air. I love this Three of Cups. Two of Cups I love, but like I love the Hermit. It's not my favorite Hermit, but I like it. My favorite. Oh, my favorite star. So yeah, that is the It's written by Barbara Moore. I forgot who does the art on this one. Unfortunately, I don't have the box. I should have gotten some of the books so I know some who the artists are. But yeah, I like it because the black matches. I'm starting to see a. I'm starting to see a bit of a What's the word I'm looking for? Uh, Not a theme in my decks per se, but when it comes to borders, start a trend. I've started seeing a bit of a trend on my collection. So you see if you can see if we can how you see if you can figure it out. This next one is the Celtic Tree Oracle by Charlene Hidalgo. She has a couple of tree magic books that are really good. So she did a deck. Who did the artwork? Oh, excuse me. Oh, Jimmy Manton. I believe, Jimmy Manton has done a couple. I think he did the Isis Oracle, the Cali Oracle, and he did the new one, which I have, but it's not part of this collection. Is the it's a fairy deck too that I have, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, he does this. So he did the artwork for the Celtic Tree Oracle, and it's like a double border, but it goes so well with the artwork. It's not like flash out there. Like the frames are not in your face. It's not. It doesn't eye you away from the art and the message. Has that Celtic swirl on them. You can look at it one way and it's like this brass frame. It's almost like a picture frame. Like you're looking into a picture, which is really nice. We have the ogum. A little gloss. They're pretty glossy. Like I said, it just matches so well with nature, with the greens and a little bit of pop of color. I love this ivy. And then you get this heather that has this pop of color, but it still works with the color scheme of this outer frame and the Celtic swirl silvery frame. That if you look at it, it looks like it looks like a silver frame, but sometimes from this angle, it looks like kind of woodsy branch, swirly kind of deal. It's just nice. So yeah, the Celtic Tree Oracle. Um, Love the fact that you're looking at a picture in a frame. Next is the Mist of Avalon Oracle by Rosie and Sarah, illustrated by Nadia Turner. And backs. And what I like is, again, the frame, the borders matches the art. And it doesn't matter what the color scheme is in the color of the picture. It just matches really well. It goes really well. This was the first card that pulled out. I pulled out when I got this deck. The dragon. I love this. The white spring. It's like stepping into a portal. I like this version of, I like this of Merlin better than the wild fairy one that I will be showing you soon. I won't show that version of Merlin. I don't know, I might. Yeah, it's just so, it goes so well with the artwork. And even with the keywords, it still goes so well between the frames. Between the frame and the border. I keep saying frames. The borders and the artwork inside. It's very thoughtful. I got 3 more after this. I just picked out like some of the ones that, so you can see different, pictures, different colors. And last one. Not really the last card, but of the deck. I love this depiction of Aaronrod. I just love her story. Okay. Next one is the Earth Wisdom Oracle by Barbara Moore, illustrated artwork by Christina Scagliotti. Here's the backs. Honestly, and again, it just goes well. It's I don't know if you can see it. It's Celtic knots. And again, it just goes so well with any type of art in this, light or dark. Some of the light ones. And the picture is still big enough. You still see some decent. It is pretty glossy. And 2 more. So if I find the right one. Yeah, like it just still goes really well. And that is the Earth Wisdom Oracle. Okay, the next 3 are fairy themes. So let's see. Okay. This one is the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle, written by Lucy Cavendish and artwork by Selena Finich. I seem to like to go out of focus a lot. tend to go dark a lot with this camera phone. It's definitely, you could definitely see the borders, but the color is, again, just, it makes the art pop without making the frame pop, the frame itself pop and away from the picture. So it makes the art pop more. So I'm showing you a lot of cards. I just want to show you different color schemes. I love this with the pop of red, but it still goes really well with this color. It's like this. I'm trying to think of the color. It's almost like this brass, light golden, kind of off-white color mix. It's the best way I could explain it. Here's a very dark. But again, it still draws me to the art, not away from the art, even though it's dark. This one has. And that is the wisdom of the fairy oracle. Next one is, I know a lot of people, there's a decent amount of people in the tarot community that not a big fan of this artwork. I do. I have two of our decks. I'm planning on getting a third one that I used to have, but I want to get the new cardstock. Probably get it for next year. But this one I've had it since, I want to say 2009. So I've had this for a while. And it's written by Lucy Cavendish, artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffin, and that is the Oracle of Shadow and Light. And what I like about this deck, here's the back, and you turn to the front. It's almost like it's more, to me, it's more like a door frame. So you're peeking through the door. And again, are we seeing a trend with me? One trend that you can see on my collection is that when it comes to for borders, I tend to, it just happens to be, they just matches the artwork. It goes well, it goes with the artwork. So to me, it's a door. You're opening up the door and you peek into the door frame. Than say a picture frame or window. And I like this because it's like this brass with this like that turquoise patina, like that old copper when it gets discolored. It, hopefully we can see it. I think this one might be able to. And it doesn't matter what the color scheme, just goes really well with this door frame. Last two. And that is the Oracles of Shadow and Light, written by Lucy Cavendish, artwork by um, Jasmine Beckett Griffin. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube who's not a big fan of the big eye doll. Sometimes it creeps them out. I like it. I've always been a fan of her. I do have one of her. I have to get it reframed. It got broken, but I got her. I do. I know. I thought I have it. Show you in a second. Maybe I don't have it. Yeah, I have the big one of this one, and my husband actually had it in a frame. It got knocked down and it broke, so I have to get a new frame for this, for the bigger one. It's one of my favorites. I do want to get a couple more of hers eventually, hopefully soon. Okay, so the last deck, again written by Lucy Cavendish, but um, the artwork is by Amy Brown, and then it's the Fairy Blessing cards. And here's the backs. And this one has I picked a decent amount. This is another one that goes well with the artwork, but there's a twist to it. To me, how do I word this with the framework? To me, it's like sometimes to me it's looking at a frame. Other times I'm looking at through a window, depending on the fairy. But it matches for whatever color that's in the artwork. So this matches her dress and her wings. This mostly matches her wings a little bit. This one doesn't really match anything, like color-wise, but it goes well with her hair and her dress and the stone cliff. So yeah, I guess was until I was going through them. I'm like, oh, when it comes to borders, I have unsubconsciously, I've just been going for borders that it's not going to stray away from the art. And this doesn't stray away from the art. It goes really well with the artwork. I know her other ones are, I think there's one I know is, it's a second publishing, but the art is different, but it's written by her mom, and from what I've heard, it's still written like her other one. But I do like the newer artwork better, and that one's borderless, which is fine. And I know she has a new one coming up that has dragons, so. Yeah, to me, you're looking through a fancy window, I think, for me. Not so much a picture. I mean, you could look at this and say, oh, that looks more like a picture frame to you. And that's fine. And last one. And that is my take on the VR For the Love of Borders. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please, like and subscribe to my channel. I do have an email down below. And I hope some of you guys jump on this. Jump on this video. I think it's a really cool idea with the whole, there's this thing of almost like anti-borders kind of movement, but I'm slowly starting to see people liking borders. So, I think we're slowly starting to see some balance in life very slowly trying to balance things out a little bit from a lot of things before COVID, right before COVID, shortly after COVID. I think I think we're all trying to balance, trying to get things balanced, and I think that's what's been missing for a bit, for a hot minute, not a long time, but a hot minute. So I hope, and this includes, anti-borders. So, so anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Like, subscribe, go check out if you haven't checked out Kristen's channel and Mr. Gray. Please check it out. It's such a different to me. I think it's it's a breath of fresh air, at least for me. I really like her. I really like her channel. Been a fan. It's actually funny because I'm going to be bringing her up again on an XBO that's coming up soon. Anyway, I gotta save the gushing till for that video. So I'll shut up, guys. Have a great day. I love you all. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you for taking the time to watch me. Love you guys. I see you till next time. Mwah.